They change. Yeah. I can see why they do when things change for.
We're live.
But fortunately, someone coming behind us, they came behind us about this. Because we're not here. Well,
I just were on the morning. I'm going out the door and I forgot a car sitting there. This has happened like 3 times in the last week. Where I'm going up, if they wait a minute, I get through, they just zoom right in the upgate. I'm like, what's the that? You want to put it in your car. 5460. 5460. I didn't recognize you there for a second.
Oh, I tried to bleach my hair or dye it.
Oh no, your face. I just, you're really tired. Did you
anything.
just wake up from a little nap?
No, I'm just tired.
I'm sorry, I didn't
No
know.
worries.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm hot.
it's hard to feel perky all the time, isn't it?
It is, yeah. No makeup is always nice. I like that.
I don't have a key.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Well, I've been around it.
Got it, or?
You were quite cool in there. Apparently take 4. I've done my yard today. guys have a pen up there? Pen?
P-E-N.
Uh-huh.
Thanks very much.
Hey,
Eddie.
so is this where you went?
Not this last time, but
Okay.
we went to Croatia and Montenegro.
Nice.
I had no idea where Montenegro was.
Where is it?
Next, it's pretty close to Croatia. It's in the same neighborhood.
Did you cruise?
We had a boat, yeah.
Come see, come south.
Had a good time.
We got a scare on our dog yesterday. We got a heart murmur. She does.
So,
12,
12, yeah.
11 and a half, 12.
About the right age for her. We had one already go like that.
yeah.
It's not easy.
Hey, Robert, what's happening, buddy? Everything going good? How about you? Yeah, yeah. Sorry. No problem. All right. Okay, let's see here.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to board meeting tonight. We have a very short docket, thankfully, so hopefully we'll give you all time to speak if you'd like to speak. If you'd like to sign up sheet over here, instructions on the wall. I'm sure you know the drill. All right, let's open the meeting. What time is it? 16:02. All right. So, we've called to order roll call. Is Jeff here?
I'm here. Thank you.
Scott here?
I'm here.
Brian is here. We're all here. Okay. At this point, we'd like to get the speaking cue. Would anyone else like to speak? Danny, Patty, and Dina.
No, I'm not speaking, I just signed in.
Oh,
I think I did the wrong sheet.
that's what happens when you follow the instructions.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sent Patty in, I don't think she's gonna be here in time, but.
Okay. Thank you, Danny. All right, so at this point, we will hear general comments. And general,
Yeah.
is Danny here?
Oh.
Yeah. Did you I don't see an X in that particular column, but do you have a general statement?
I do.
Okay. Ready? Go ahead.
So at the last meeting, I was in the middle of commenting on Jeff Walker being a pathological liar when I was rudely interrupted by native Brian Garceau. At the end of the last meeting, for those that aren't paying much attention, and it seems to be epidemic, Walker made another outrageous claim. That he claimed that his compliance filing wasn't his. He sat here and then Scott sat here and mocked me, unprofessionally mocked me. Because it didn't align with their public shaming of the legal fees. I don't know exactly, I haven't looked at all the invoices, but Walker's filing has been very expensive, but that's a whole nother story. I wanted to know if Scott was going to apologize as he sat up there and said, Danny says it, it's got to be right. No apology, Scott? And I quote, "Come now, Jeff Walker complainant, a Windermere Oaks Water Supply Corporation member and ratepayer, and files his formal complaint and request for an investigation into the operations and actions of Windermere Oaks Water Supply Corporation." That was filed on July 2022. And then he went straight to next door and said, "Why is the board fighting me? We need to do this, we need to do that." I had face-to-face meetings with the directors. They're spending our money, This is his filing, start to finish. Did it need to happen? Absolutely, it needed to happen. What didn't need to happen is that they have missed every deadline so far. Anyway, I just wanted to say one more thing about Brian. You've deleted my comments on Nextdoor. You've shut down entire threads. You don't allow any comments on your videos or your posts, and that's your prerogative. But I would say that your level of censorship and disdain for free speech, it rivals Kim Jong-un. Did you look at the link I sent you? Cone versus California? Cone versus California, did you read it? If you need some more, there's more Texas law, new stuff. But that's the nuts and bolts of it. I don't sit up here and curse anybody, but I could. I could get up here and say anything I wanted, and there isn't anything you can do about it. Free speech is about being able to say, hey, I don't like what he's doing and he's dishonest. In fact, the three of y'all, you two, sit up here and are going along with it means you have very little integrity. That's it.
Thank you, Danny. Okay, so Patty's not here. All right, let's go on.
Here's his file.
Okay, it's time now for the next item number 4, where we're talking about 2 items to deliberate and decide. First up is we have discussion and potentially approval of the LCRA Drought Contingency Act. This is something that Tammy presented.
Yep, last
meeting.
Yep.
Okay, so at this point, is there any public comment? I think, Danny, is this essentially everyone, or?
Yeah, I blanketed it, but you gotta have nothing to say on that.
Okay, all right, great.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see what we have to discuss here. Let's go into deliberations. So the only thing I'm interested in discussing here is the fee schedule change. Looks like it goes up 15%. And let me see if I can get you an actual reference here.
Oh, that is not, that, you're talking about the tap fees? That's not part of the drought contingency plan.
Oh, no, when
No.
did we get it then?
Yeah, it was probably in our same packet.
Okay.
The drought contingency plan is this.
Okay.
Sample drought
Yeah,
contingency
you're right,
plan
right.
for
Tap
municipal water.
fees.
Yeah, so that's a totally,
So we're
that's a
not-
totally, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only this that she needs to, that we need to worry about.
Okay,
It's
all
the
right.
drought contingency plan for the LCRA.
Right.
That one needs to be filed
Yeah.
with the LCRA by
And that
August
covers
1st.
all the LCRA requirements.
Requirements, the new requirements that were set forth
They
in
have changed
April, May.
several items,
Yes,
you're right.
yeah, they have, and that's what the update was all about up here. So, okay?
Yeah, so, what else?
I've read it.
Yep, me
I don't
too.
know if anybody
I've
else has
read
read
it.
it.
Yep.
I make a motion that we adopt these changes that have been brought forth by AWR in line with the LCRA's new drought contingency plans.
And we have to okay sending it to LCRA.
Yeah, you have to do it. Well, you have to prove it, and then it gets sent. So,
All right, all in favor?
aye.
Aye. Passed.
Okay. Just the,
No, no.
the other items.
Okay, very good, very good. Yep. Very good. Because we need to change some things there. Good, very good. Okay, so the next and last item actually on the docket is to discuss and approve a real estate late listing agreement. And do we have any comments on that?
Yeah, I'd just like to say what I said last time. I think it's outrageous that you're even considering hiring Jeff's crony to sell the land when there's several other options out there. And you know, Patty's lining them out in emails, and I just think you're setting yourselves up for litigation, certainly. And he's already laid it out. We can't get hardly anything for the land in those emails to us. It's worthless. It's this there. So we should just go to these guys and he's like laying out how he's going to proceed forward. He's conflicted beyond belief. As is Jeff. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so let's go into deliberation on this one.
Mhm.
So we've been working with a person.
Mm-hmm.
There's no deal. There's no
Correct.
offer. This is essentially working to get an agreement from a real estate professional that is familiar with the region,
Yep.
familiar with the property, familiar with the history. We, as far as I know, we passed on what we learned from the real estate committee to this person, including the other avenues for soliciting offers, right?
Mhm.
The couple of other aviation-related facilities, et cetera. What else do we know about this?
It'll be open to all realtors to
Yep.
look at it. Didn't he say he's gonna put it on Barnstormers?
Oh, yeah, put it on all the
radiation
Barnstormers,
places?
yep.
I can remember the name of
I
it.
kind of doubt we're gonna get a real bona fide offer that's worth anything before the time where cash runs out. Okay? So there's really not that much in this other than the fact that we're doing it should go up there.
Yeah.
It'll be
I
listed.
think it would be listed, MLS,
MLS.
signage, marketing programs has been discussed by other members and such. As far as he'll do his best for the value of it. He's provided you with our comments about that.
Maybe we can do an open house by the lift station. What do you think?
We could. You know, if anybody from the membership wants to talk to this gentleman, they're more than happy to speak with him.
Can you all hear what Jeff is saying?
Yeah.
I can hardly
Oh,
hear
sorry.
right next to me.
This person is open to take phone calls from any of the membership. And talk about his plan, his strategy, what he thinks, why he thinks it.
Who
You
is
know.
this person?
What?
Who is this person?
Oh, it's Curran Van Eman. So, family, been out here for many, many years. Obviously very familiar with airports because he did the airports by Split Estates. So, he is open to talk to any member who wants to call him and have him, he'll walk you through what he knows about the property, what the deed restrictions are, what the challenges are, what he has learned. He also reached out to Teal Van Eman and such. So, I don't know, that's all I got to
And he'll
say
take
on
all
it.
offers.
Yeah, and he presents them back
If
to the
any
board.
member wants to.
Yeah, and he presents them back to the board.
So can we put on the website, the water company website, the email that he sent between you and him calling the real estate committee stupid asses?
I don't think he called the real estate committee, but I'd be more than happy to do that. He did not call the real estate.
I think everybody
No,
should know.
no, Danny, I think you need to set the record straight. He did not call the real estate committee that.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
So before this
No,
goes
he
any,
didn't. I'm not gonna go into that
before
with
it
you.
goes any
Yeah.
further,
Yeah.
Let's vote on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Scott, you mentioned that you don't think we would be able to sell the property.
That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with it.
You mentioned that you don't think we'd be able to sell the property before.
This is my personal
we run out of
opinion.
property. So do you have any basis for that?
Not, I'm thinking.
Well, it's land, it's not a house, okay? They typically sell slower than houses do. Houses now are, what, anywhere from 3 to 6 months now. The market's gone down.
Yeah.
So, I don't even know if you can say what the market is for a piece of property out there in the middle of an airport with no access. Okay?
Limited.
Limited, you're right. Limited.
How about the running out of finances part?
That's got nothing to do with us.
But, no, the statement was, we would not be able to sell the property before we run out of money. I think that's what I heard. you say.
Yeah.
So why do you believe that?
The amount of cash we have in the bank and the amount of expenses we got. That's all.
And I think if I can just,
Sure.
I think he just means that this might take a little while to sell because of the uniqueness of the property.
Okay.
I mean,
It'd be nice if it does.
if you look inside the airport, there are some properties that have been for sale for, 4 months, 6 months that haven't moved yet. These include a piece of property there. There's one right next to me that hasn't moved, and such. So, I mean, Curran doesn't know. I mean, he doesn't know until he,
I didn't see anything
realtor, yeah.
that mentioned.
Until he gets it out there in the marketplace, nobody knows. You might get lucky in the first boom. First thing on Barnstormers, boom. You just never know. You just never know. But, we got to start marketing it, and we need to start getting it out there. And this is the first step in doing that. All offers come back to the board for consideration.
Yeah, we didn't know about the first offer.
Yeah, any offer that comes
That
through,
came out of the blue.
yeah, he'll reach back out to those people and see what they want to do. But, the property does have issues. If you wanted me to expand more into that, I think you saw his
Why not? I
document
mean,
to the effect.
we have not a whole lot else to talk about this evening, so if you'd like to,
Yeah.
let's talk about what we know about
Right.
the
So what we-
relationship
Yeah.
and the property.
What we know about the property, and he's done an extensive, and all this information was provided to the committee as well. There was, at the time,
Committee.
in like
What committee? I'm sorry, what?
the real estate committee.
Really?
Well, I never received anything from you guys.
Patty had this is the same information that was sent about the pre-sale title search from Heritage that was forwarded to Patty.
Okay, well, I
Yeah.
just had that, but
Yeah, it was all contained in there.
we determined that was just a kind of a preliminary title search, so there was much.
Well, it
more to
is,
do.
but it describes all the easement and access points to the 6 acres. Now, you gotta have a trained eye in order to understand it, because somebody had to explain it to me.
Did you hire a trained eye to explain it to you and go through it all?
That's what Curran has done. That's why I'm saying if you guys want to go talk to him, he'll explain, break that down to you, what all those easements
The real estate agent that
are.
I spoke to said that real estate agents don't do that, you have to have a professional do it, and that's usually from the survey. He'll be able to walk you through it. So once the survey comes out, those easements will be identified. I'm just identifying to what I've been told, what he has explained to us in an email and such. There was an easement that was established by the water board and SAPA with the Dana Martin case. It was a 50-foot easement down the south side of the property. It's 50 feet that has an easement access. It's an access easement, 50 feet. Okay? It's pretty good size. We know where the boundaries are. It's 10 feet off of Bill Ernest's hangar, and it butts up to the Meyer property, which is the next property. It's called the H-Track, H1, or I don't remember the number is, but it's the next property over. And then the Vector Air property starts, the ones that were just sold and picked up. It's a 50-foot easement. Access easement down it. And that's what was granted with the whole first land thing. That's the first thing that he noted. It's in the documentation, and it's also noted in the CAD information from the Burnett County that he has researched. So he's done a lot of legwork for us already. 50-foot easement, yeah, you can taxi a plane down there. It limits your marketplace. I'm just reading from what he gave us.
That's right.
It limits the type of aircraft that can go down there. Typically, a 182 aircraft is 38 feet wingspan. Gives
That's a
you
big difference from what was before, that there was no access.
Well,
was what we were
but
being
hang-
told.
yeah,
There was no access.
You're right. Well, hang on a second, Michelle. You're right. That is a big difference because is that suitable access for an airport? In professional people's opinion, not mine, in what Curran sees and what he sees in the marketplace, and I think some pilots here will agree with you, is that sufficient access? Not really. It's only 50 feet. What happens if you have an airplane that's coming out of the taxiway or out of the hangar area, out of the land, and down Piper Lane and they meet halfway in between? There's no way to get those, there's no way to mitigate those airplanes. Typically, airports are 100 feet access to get suitable aircraft with 50-foot wingspans.
But you don't have 100-foot access to anywhere in the now, do you?
Yes, you do. Hangar to hangar, hangar door, yes, you do.
Oh, well, we're not.
Well, I'm just giving you, we can send you this write-up that Curran came up with. He's just saying what that does is it minimizes the marketplace.
But that's different than there being no access, which is what.
Okay, he found 50 feet. Yes, there's a 50-foot access. I'm just giving you what he's come up with.
So I'm going to ask you to come back to
I already pitched
Yeah.
in, so that we're gonna take the least amount possible.
Yeah. I'm sorry? Yeah, so he found that there is access to the property. It's 50 feet. They have access all the way through the airport, down a 50-foot access easement to the back 6+ acres. I'm just going to call it 6+ acres.
So is this all gonna be on your website?
We can publish his
I
findings,
think it
yeah.
would be a great idea.
Great, not a problem. Not a problem. I think we can
Well, if you
share.
talk to Curran,
Yeah,
he'll give it to you.
Yeah, he'll give it to you.
I want you to post it.
Not a problem. We can post it.
Post it on your website.
Yeah, we'll post it on the website.
That was
Josie,
good.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, he'll do the write-up.
Yeah.
He'll tell you everything that's good, bad, and ugly about what he's about ready to.
I'm all for
I mean,
it.
he's a realtor. The higher price he sells it for, the more money he makes.
Yeah,
You're in real estate.
I understand.
Yeah. So yeah, he wants to get out there, and he's got some commercial people. Keep in mind, he wants to open it up to commercial marketplace because he's a commercial
Good
realtor.
idea, yeah.
Well, yeah. He's got easement access coming in, from the gate all the way down to 50 feet and so on. That's what it is. But he has some challenges if you're on a hangar back there and you're coming out and somebody's coming down. How do you mitigate, prop to prop
right
type
of
of
way.
situation?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
you just don't have that. So anyway, so we'll publish it
Okay.
what he comes about with, and he's done a lot of extensive research and he's very smart about everything that's out there. So to
Okay.
you,
Thank
back
you.
to you.
Okay, so I mean, I've read the document.
Yeah, you've read the document too. I think you
Very
have to.
comprehensive, I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
And open-ended,
Mhm.
as far as being open to
Yep.
exploring whatever is out there, possibly buyers.
Yeah. So,
Oh, I think we're gonna go for it. It's not a big deal, it's just a listing agreement.
yeah.
That's right. For now, it's a listing agreement. Right, so, any other questions, comments?
I don't.
Any other further deliberation? Right, let's call it to a vote then. All those in favor
Oh,
of...
motion.
We need a motion to vote,
Yeah, motion.
and then we
Please.
vote on that.
Go ahead, make a
I'll make
motion.
a motion that we vote to accept this listing of current value.
I'll second.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. Now you vote.
Okay, can we vote on it?
Yes.
We can
Okay,
vote on
all
it.
those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that's too.
Okay. Good.
All right, so, thanks everyone. New business. Again, this is a part of the agenda where entertain new topics to cover in a future meeting.
I think it's
May.
August 16th.
August
Is it?
16th
I think
is
the
when
next
I
one
have
is.
next
That's the
meeting.
regular scheduled meeting, as
Right.
we defined it the first of the year. So,
Okay.
Does anybody have any
New
items
business
that
that
they
they'd
want
like?
to discuss in a future meeting
yes.
as an agenda item?
Yeah, I would like to see a CPA budget and profit and loss on this deal. I hear what you guys say all the time. Frankly, I'm kind of confused. And the reason why is because the day that the attorney was sitting up here, y'all said $30,000 a month that you were going out. Then she corrected you, Jeff, and said it was 15. That was for 2 months. Last meeting, you told me that it was $35,000 that you're spending a month. Again, the PUC doesn't allow for you guys to go over and above the $3,000 limitation. I don't understand why we're doing it. I'm sorry, I understand you guys have issues. We all know that. But the fact of the matter is, it's pretty easy. They give you an outline, you meet the deadline, and nothing has been done. I don't even think that you have a budget. I don't think you have a profit and loss. So I'm wondering how you guys are coming up with your numbers. I mean, is it just off the top of your head? And the fact that you're going to sell this property, I want to know where that money's going to go. We have a bad leak infrastructure. I just got through fixing this over here and another leak by Pilot's Landing. So I'm telling you the infrastructure needs to be fixed. Whether you guys want to do that or not, I don't know. So yes, we have issues other than what you normally pay in bills. And it's consistent, and every year it's the same thing. I know around my property, I have fixed probably about 5 to 10 leaks in just around my neighborhood. I can't speak for anybody else. But I have had the water guys out fixing pipes that are this big. So I know it's a main issue for something, I don't know, I'm not a plumber, so I don't know what it is. I do know the infrastructure is from the 70s. And the more pressure we put on this infrastructure for going outside our water area, the worse it's going to be for Windermere. And the fact of the matter is, who pays? The members pay.
I'm one of those members, Josie. Remember.
I understand. But again, I'm not in it for trying to make a statement just because I want to be glorified. I'm trying to make a statement so that you understand the issues here at hand. I don't have the money that some of these people out here apparently do. Once they start getting into your retirement, maybe you guys will stand up and think about it.
So, Josie, what you're asking for is a report on the improvements we're making to our financial reporting capability.
I would like that, but I'd also like a P&L.
Well, that would be part of it.
That's part of it.
Okay.
Well, our profits are fixed by the PUC, right?
Income. Apparently.
Income, not profit.
Not, yeah.
Income.
Income's not fixed.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
How do you figure, okay, so
Member
it's fixed by your
income.
billing?
Yes,
Yeah, it's
I
by rates.
understand.
by rights, but fixed by the PUC.
Yeah.
I mean, it fluctuates with a new member coming on board. Yes, we understand.
We know going in, they don't cover the operating expenses. Forget legal. They don't cover the operating expenses. We can't even afford a system audit to really find out where the problems are.
Yeah.
That's gonna cost, what did you say, $30,000?
Yeah, about 30,000.
About $30,000, just to find out what
It's
we
an
need to
operational
do
audit. That's
to
not
bring this
financial.
up to a reliable
Financial
level.
operation.
So, I'm sorry, but when I was standing here, when you brought in AWR,
Yes.
they said that the system's functioning fine. The fact that they didn't have a clarifier that was supposedly what we paid in a bank loan and other issues that I don't know where this money went out. All I know is that our $200,000 note that we had on our system is now $685,000. That money's gone. I don't know where it went. Probably to legal. Again, I don't want to go down this path of insanity of doing some additional legal cost.
Nobody does.
So I don't know what it is that we're spending $30,000 a month. Are we spending $30,000 a month? I'm trying to clarify here.
Well, all the legal bills have been put on the website. You
Okay?
can see them. We are going to put the operators' invoices on the website starting this month since the first of the year. You'll see those. Now, those are such things as there's a base rate, and then there's all the chemicals and such for handling, like this last week. They had a lot of high turbidity events, a lot of operator time because of the way the plant is designed, because all the turbidity water coming down from the releases up in the Highland Lakes.
Understand.
I was trying to have one of the operators come tonight. They were unfortunately couldn't get there, plus it was not on the agenda.
Right.
But, more than happy, Tammy Haggard is more than happy to take a call from anybody in the membership. And she stood up there and said that she'll tell you where the challenges are. They would like us to spend $18,000 on some new monitoring systems for the turbidity problem, and we're trying to find out where that can fit into our budget. It's like $18,500. She mentioned it at the last meeting. It's tough, you know. Yeah.
No doubt.
Tough.
Okay, so updates
Updates on
regarding
financial.
our ability to report financially to the membership. And by the way, that's a common set of financial reports.
Right.
That should be coming out, made available every month. Good.
Which should be posted on the website.
That's
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
We're getting there.
Absolutely.
What else? Other topics for next meeting? Okay,
And they can email
certainly.
us
Right.
other topics. That agenda does not get published until
Yeah, this is not. the
5
only
days
time you can
beforehand.
take this.
So if you can get us in by the 11th of August, you know, we can easily put those on for, it'll fall into either agenda item or new business section. Yeah.
I move we move to number 6.
Yeah.
Adjourn.
I'll second.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for coming, everyone.
That might be a record.
When someone said,
You don't want to do this. She tried to, she need to go.
Oh, just one second.
I'll be dating.
Thanks for coming.